One, two, three.
Um,
And
Welcome to Random Insanity Live 2.0, episode 55. Is it 55, Jaded? I don't even know.
I think it is.
Yeah,
And
that's
I'm
great.
going to
I'm not
leave.
even keeping track anymore. But, yo, you're going now?
Yeah.
Okay, Jaded is leaving, the normal manager of Disappears Radio and this whole show in general. He's going to do stuff with family, or friends, or whatever. Have fun in the middle of the desert. We have me, your head host, Skoldanthro here, and we're going to talk about video game news, anime, and the random shit that goes around in our world. Obviously, this podcast is explicit, so don't listen without your headphones. I'm trying to figure out what his name is here. Robocon, the news guy and co-host, is also here. And we may have somebody calling in, or maybe not. Either way. Eric, I thought that was Misty. I always thought that screen name was Misty's. Anyway, so anyway, I know who one of the contacts on my list is on my Skype now. I don't remember adding him. That's odd, but that's okay, dude. Whatever. So we will go into how our weeks were, and then we let the randomness take off from there. If there's any topics you'd like to talk about, feel free to mention them in chat. We will read chat live at just.tv/jaded. And it is, what date? December 3rd, 2010. Not long till Christmas or whatever other holiday you celebrate. Hello, caller. You are on the air.
Hello.
Hi. What name do you prefer to go by?
I have Bearcat.
Okay, Bearcat works.
Yep.
Thank you for joining us.
No problem.
As I said, we're not, fancy. We're not anything really. We just do it for fun. We're not sponsored by anything. So if you feel nervous, I want you to know that that's completely normal. Because 60 shows ago, I did the same thing.
It's only been 60 shows. I thought it was more.
It's been more, but you get my point.
Yeah.
Oh, it's kind of forced after Robocon and Bear.
He tends to force people into things, and I go, dude, what are you doing? We're gonna be fine. And he's like, oh, well, I got somebody to call.
Sorry, I just have a tendency to do that.
He does that, and I don't know why.
I just have a tendency to throw myself into things when I get really.
He always throws himself into things. It's like.
Which has got me into some very bad situations in the past.
No shit, dude. I'll tell you, when we did episode number 3, he totally screwed up within like 3 episodes. It didn't even take him long. And he did a major fuck up where I had to kick him off the show for like 2 or 3 weeks because I was so pissed. So, things happen. So, I mean, if you get pissed at him, just feel free to tell him to shut up because that's what I do. I'm sorry, what were you saying?
I said I'm fine with that. Sir,
okay, cool. That sounds good.
Crappy. I'm having to use a crappy 360 headset because all my microphones broke.
It actually sounds pretty good.
Oh, that's good. I was supposed to get a new
you have a computer?
Yeah, I was supposed to get a new headset coming in, but UPS.
Do you have the headset wired through a 360 controller?
I'm sorry, go ahead. I used to use those. Oh, I'm sorry.
Alright, go ahead.
Okay. I used to use those headsets, the ones that were to line in like that, but then I ended up losing them or breaking them, and then I ended up just using headphones and a Rock Band mic, and now I'm down all the pairs of headphones, so now I just have a Rock Band mic. It's one of those USB ones. I think I got it for Rock Band Wii. I've had it forever.
But the audio quality is nice, though.
Yeah, well, thanks.
Sounds good.
I think this microphone works good. That's why I encourage a lot of my co-hosts to have it, to use it. But they are like, oh, no, I want to do headsets. I'm like, okay, whatever. The annoying part, I guess, is that you have to hold the mic if you use like a USB external like this.
Yeah, I'm thinking of getting a USB headset one of these days.
That's like the best. That's like the combination of everything. You got the USB quality, and you got the headset convenience.
Yeah, if I want to be a really rich bastard, I'll get a 7.1 headset for my.
I don't even think they sell 7.1 in the headset.
Yeah, they do.
Is that kind of
I thought it was
pointless?
only 5.1. I'm so. Oh, what?
Isn't
I guess it's kind of pointless, but
Stop
at the same
interrupting
time,
him.
Hmm?
You're
nah,
interrupting.
okay. I was just going on this. I don't know. It seems pointless to have 7.1 headsets. A lot of people call 5.1 headsets useless when you can simulate surround sound with just a normal stereo headset.
well, then
I don't
again, they
know.
have the virtual.
The surround sound, the virtual surround sound, I've heard it's done really well. Like, it feels like people are actually, like, around you. It's odd.
Yeah, the DS has virtual surround sound for Mario Kart DS.
Yes,
Yeah.
pro.
You didn't know that, Gold?
No.
Yes, that's wonderful choice between stereo and surround. And you know you're pro when you have surround.
Yeah, Gold was teasing me because my stereo was broken. That only 4 out of the 5 speakers were working.
4 out of 5. Oh, yeah, you're right. You had to get a new stereo because when your thing broke.
Yeah, like the actual stereo broke. It wasn't the wire. It wasn't the speaker. It was the actual receiver.
I cannot believe that it was the actual receiver because it just seems like if one headset would, it seems like one speaker would crap out. I didn't think it would be a receiver issue. Or like
Dude, we've had that stereo for years.
How many years?
It's old enough that it doesn't even have component video on it.
Oh shit. And how are you
Yeah,
getting
they
it to do 5.1?
It had optical.
Wait, composite or component?
I don't remember which. All I know is that
Composite is like SD, like component is like HD.
Yeah,
I
component.
think it may have had component. I don't know. No, it didn't have component because we had to go through the back of the TV for that.
So it was composite?
Yeah.
Good old red, white, and yellow.
Damn. Dude, that's not even surround sound. You were like forcing, somehow you forced stereo into like 5.1.
No, it had the optical import, but it didn't have the, it didn't have like component.
Okay, I get it. So it had the audio, but not the video. All right.
Right.
Well, that's all you need is an audio because it was a stereo system.
So yeah, the new one we got, it has like 3 HDMI inputs on the back, a whole bunch of components, some, legacy RCA.
Damn.
The only problem we found is my cable box is really picky and it doesn't like having a pass-through. So when we try to watch,
that's a DRM issue, though.
yeah,
What happened was basically they don't like a repeater going through the HD Comcast box, and so
Comcast.
somehow his pass-through is the stereo. So they're not letting him use the stereo system he bought. It has to be like a direct TV connection.
I found a workaround though by going to NHP TV and then going to my other HD from there, be it DVR or live.
Now we're getting ghetto.
Yeah, well.
However, I think it was fixed.
Somehow he just turned to a certain channel. I thought you said you turned to a certain channel in the Magic.
Yeah, I turned to channel 802, which is public television.
Didn't that work?
Yeah, and it worked, and I could get
That's
to either the DVR or the live channel through that.
It's magic.
Yeah, exactly.
And I think it may have been fixed because I actually checked, and it worked perfectly fine when I was watching The Walking Dead earlier today in HD through on demand.
You sure it was 5.1?
Yes, I'm sure it was 5.1.
Did you go through each speaker personally and listen?
Yes, I did that. The first
Did
thing.
you hear like the women in the back and then the
Yeah, I did that. The
zombies
very
to the right?
first thing.
Were you in zombie euphoria? Ah.
No, I wasn't watching. The first thing I did when I hooked that stereo back up was check every speaker to make sure that sound was going through them.
You could do like that Halo testing where it had the surround sound for the grunt. Yeah.
Wait, they had that?
Yeah, they had that. I think
That's
it was
awesome.
funky.
That's better than that THX testing where it's just
Halo
static.
2 that pack thing.
I love how we're acting all like it's like 5.1 just came out. It's like, oh, just get out! Look at this new technology.
I got this wonderful 5.1 desktop speakers.
I want to get those really
I
bad.
have no 5.1 in my entire house. I was gonna, and then the fucking speakers
Yeah, I think the magnetic shielding on his speakers were borked because he like hooked them up and the TV went all screwy afterwards.
I think that was a coincidence, but it was like because it was an old big screen television. I think the tube just blew out, but I'm not taking a chance. But my new HD TV in my room, I'm like, fuck that. Those speakers are not worth risking my new HD TV. It was either a coincidence or the magnetic shielding fucked up the mirrors in the TV.
I don't think it was the mirrors because that happened to my TV, and it wasn't the mirrors that were the problem. It was
it's almost like when you see 3D, and it's like you got a blue and echo, like it has like a yellow visual echo, and then a blue visual echo. So it's almost like you're watching a 3D film, but it's not 3D.
I've actually been over his house, and the same thing happened to my TV. What you had to do, they actually had to have a repairman come in and replace a chip in the TV to get it to work properly. Like it was like $80.
My older brother had a projection television that had all the colors in the wrong spots, basically like that.
Yeah, that's what happened to his TV. He has a projection, and so do I in my living room.
It got very distracting.
Yes, it does. It gets really distracting really quickly.
I learned to just put up with it whenever I'm in the living room. If you're talking about the video.
Yeah, we're talking about the video.
Oh, sweet. Finally, I got the stream loaded. The video and chat wouldn't load on Justin.tv.
Oh.
I got scared.
I was like, oh, no,
shit, I'm not going to be able to get in again for like 2 months.
Did I get like IP banned or something? Because it says I'm banned from the chat room again.
Justin TV just sucks. It's the worst.
But it worked perfectly fine a couple weeks ago. Oh.
Jaden will kill me for saying that, but Justin TV sucks now. I'd rather go to Ustream, but Jaden's like, no, we're sticking with Justin TV.
Oh,
I understand. I have a community. We do have a community, but I just everybody's left.
I'll just deal with it.
I just have to deal with it. Yeah.
There is another news story I wanted to mention.
But everything's loading up fine now for me. I fixed it.
I'm the other dealer.
On Sunday night around 7:30, Comcast's DNS servers went down.
Honestly, I had my own computer problems to the point where I just ended up resetting the modem after a while, and either coincidentally came back at the same time, or I had a different problem.
I think I was exempt from that problem because I have my own DNS servers I get through my special antivirus firewall thing.
Well, that's the thing. I was going to change the DNS servers, but I couldn't get my computer to act fast enough. First of all, it's a piece of crap, and second of all, I couldn't find the right DNS servers. I thought I was running on OpenDNS, but apparently I was running on Comcast for some reason.
That's what you get for trusting Comcast.
It wasn't my fault, though. I thought I had myself set to OpenDNS.
It basically knocked out Boston, all of New Hampshire, some of Vermont, all of Massachusetts.
But throughout the entire thing, like the entire whatever month since I set it, it must have somehow reset. I've had to reset the modem quite a few times. I usually have to reset it like once a month.
I still want to throw my modem out the window. It breaks like all the time. This wasn't even a Comcast modem. They had a Delphia here before, but they bought them out and they never changed the modem.
I understand the problems with Comcast, but to be fair, there's a lot worse than Comcast out there.
You mean like Fairpoint?
I don't even know. I've had no experience with Fairpoint, despite what people may say. I'm talking about like I think Cablevision. I think people have problems with that, or Charter or something. One of those two. I heard that they had a lot of problems with those.
How about the people have like 3 GB caps for a month?
Oh, I wouldn't be able to do that.
Yeah. How can it be a closet weeaboo with 3 GB caps?
I would totally burst that in like one day.
I know, it's like...
Now it's 24/7. One file. I've downloaded files bigger than 3 gigs, so if you...
Oh, I just downloaded a game off Steam.
Dude,
well, I guess I'm over my caps now.
I just got the TF2 beta. Oh, can't use anything else this month.
I'll get to that soon, but wait a minute. Are you sure that it's 3 gigabytes? Because that seems really low.
Nah, it's not just 3 gigabytes, but yeah.
Okay, because I was gonna say, because most phones, like actual phones that have bandwidth caps, have like 5 gigabytes at least.
Oh, so, some on my other forums was playing about Australian cap.
3 gigabytes just isn't realistic, unless you have like a phone that does it.
Maybe it's just for people in Australia. I don't know.
I don't know. think